guys, I'm Leila. So today we have a showcase for Valkyrie, considering it is a 10x Valkyrie right now, and this is gonna be courtesy of Mullet. I'm gonna have Mullet's links down below. Yo, Ross, thank you so much for the YouTube sub. I appreciate that. Mullet streams on Twitch, also has a YouTube channel as well, so make sure you hit him up. He's got great stuff to share. So today we're going to be talking about Valkyrie. We're going to be running her in Fireknight Hard 10, because you guys know he's probably the hardest of the hard bosses, right? Valkyrie seems to be just so critical in here because of the ally attacks, try to knock those shields down, try to get those hits in, as well as, you know, try to basically keep the team alive. So we are going to see that this Valkyrie is a +1 as well and does have a blessing. So we're going to get to that shortly. But first up, you are going to see gear-wise, she is in Reflex. So she has a Reflex set, which is a chance to reduce a random skill cooldown. And then she does have 2 random pieces with a defense chest plate here. You're going to see that she has defense, and then she has crit damage gauntlets with attack percent too, which is nice. At least we get that too. Yeah, and those of you guys watching on YouTube, Twitch chat is commenting about her shields help out so much. Exactly. She ends up being so important against the hard Fireknight 10. Her banner is she does have a revenge banner, which is a chance to counterattack. Again, this is great. We want as many hits as possible against the Fireknight, right? So here we are with her. You are going to see her HP. She's at almost 46,000 HP, 1,800 defense, 1,800 attack, 5,800 on the defense, 267 speed. She is crit capped with 229 on the crit damage, 187 resistance, and 188 on the accuracy. Now, knowing Mullet, I'm assuming she's fully booked, and she is. Her aura's ally defense and faction crips by 33%, in case you guys didn't know that, which is not going to help us here. And her blessing, we did go with Phantom Touch. Okay, so we went with Phantom Touch, and it is, you know, it's a 1-star, which is fine. That still gives a chance of inflicting the bonus damage. And for her Masteries, we have her down the offense and the support trees. And what you don't see behind me is Methodical, Kill Streak, and her T6 being War Master. All right, so now that we took a look at her gear, her Masteries, her stats, let's go run her in Fireknight Hard 10. All right, guys, here we are. We are in Fireknight Hard 10. And you're going to see the team is Cardial for allies speed in all battles by 19%. We have Stagnite, Valkyrie, Mithrala, and a Cold Heart. Now, Cardial ends up being important too because like he's got the ally attack. We have some heals in here. So there are other teams you could try to build. This just happens to be the comp that Mullet was able to put together. So let's take a look at their presets before we hop on in. So we're going to start with Cardial. You're going to see that round 1 basically is just Cow the Wicked, which is an attack and heals. True Fear. Same thing on round 2. Then when we get to the boss, we're going to start with Angel Song, which is block debuffs, revive on death. Looks like we're going to do it once. Then we're going to be into Heavenly Host, which is crit rate and crit damage on all allies, and then to Cow the Wicked. Stagnite. Round 1, we're going to start with Hunt Master. We're only going to do it once, which is the AoE decrease defense, decrease attack. We're only going to do that once. Round 2, same thing. And then on round 3, we're going to start with Spot Query, which hits twice. Because remember, we're trying to take down the shield, right? Miss Valk. On round 1, we are shutting off Stand Firm, which is the shield counterattacks. Keeping it off on round 2 because we want that on the boss round, okay? Cold Heart. We're going to start with our Art of Pain, which is the AoE decrease accuracy poison. We're only going to do it once. Then basically we're just going to do the Flurry of Arrows, which is the 4-hitter. Okay, we're going to be keeping off her Heartseeker. And then round 3, we're shutting off Art of Pain, which is AoE decrease accuracy, heal reduction, poison. Again, we want some multi-hits in here, right? That's going to be Cold Heart. And then the last one is going to be Mithrala. So on round 1, Mithrala, we're going to start with Sigil of Toxic Glory, which is the AoE Hex increased defense. We're going to do that once, and we're going to be shutting off the Bribing Silex as well. Round 2, we're going to keep it the same. And then when we're up to the boss, we are going to do the Sigil of Glory. We're going to start with that again, and we're still going to keep off Bribing Silex. All right, so those of you guys just tuning in, we're basically showcasing Valkyrie in Fireknight Hard Stage 10, because again, it is a 10x for Valkyrie for people that are looking to get her. I mean, she's amazing. She's such a good champ. Also, I am going to have Valkyrie's lore story on my Raid Lore Stories YouTube channel, so I will have the link down below as well too. Make sure you guys check that out. She also has a guest in her lore video. All right, 24 seconds through round 1. Again, what becomes really important is basically surviving the boss, right? Twitch chat's funny. Like showcasing Valkyrie blinded by that cold heart. She does look really good, right? This is probably my favorite cold heart skin is this fire one. It looks really good because I also have Cecilia. So a Cecilia and 2 cold hearts and spider looks pretty amazing. Amazing. All right. Almost to the boss, so we're gonna keep an eye. A cardio. Okay. And up to the boss. Here we go. So we got to the boss in 1:20. Mullet says that this run usually takes about 2.5 minutes, which is pretty good, right? There we go. Nobody was in any danger there, which was great. In case you guys didn't know, did you guys notice he's got a lot more on the shield too? Takes much more hits, which is why it becomes so important to have that ally attack and why counterattack also becomes in really handy too. Cardinal's taking all the turns. He's so greedy. Cardinal being so greedy. Okay, we swung and we were all right. We have enough sustainability here, which is great. And all those counterattacks on too. All right, so we're a little past the 2. Yes, it's also very critical. You guys see there's a decreased attack on here. Very, very important to keep decreased attack on him. There's a bunch of different buffs that you need for yourself and debuffs you really need on him when it comes to Fireknight 10. All right, 2.5. Yup. Also, exactly, like blocking the heal up here is really, really important. Poisons do help as well too, to kind of tick down the damage. And as you see, guys, like our champs have plenty of shields on. They got counterattacks. We really weren't in any trouble at all at any point, which is great. That's a really, really good place to be, considering how hard this guy hits. You need 2 out of the 3 at a time. Decrease attack, increase defense, and a shield. Yep. And that's where, again, where Valkyrie, like we already know Valkyrie is an amazing champ, but that's really where she shines. Now look at that. Mythrolla ended up doing the most amount of damage here. 4.2 mil. Now Coldheart, you guys know, again, her Heartseeker doesn't work here, right? However, she has that 4-hitter, the multi-hit, plus she also has the decrease the heal, right? So that really helps as well too. But yeah, you guys saw that. Like we were not in any trouble whatsoever. So Valkyrie really is just such a shining star. And Phantom Touch, yeah. We also do have Phantom Touch here as well too. You see there's a couple champs that actually have it, Mythrolla and Coldheart as well. But really good. Yes, the Heartseeker still does good damage. I just know there's always the comments of why Coldheart. Because the Heartseeker doesn't do as much damage as before. That's true. The Heartseeker doesn't do as much damage here like it does on the normal stages. However, that's kind of not why she's here. She's here for those multi-hits. She's here for that decrease on the heal, right? We don't really want him healing. Not to mention, again, to Degree's point, is the Heartseeker still does good damage. It just doesn't do as much as it did before. Mullet, thank you so much for the showcase, guys. Drop me some comments down below. Are you chasing Valkyrie today during her 10x, or are you lucky enough and you have her? Drop me some comments down below. Thanks for watching.